Mako and Kraken, I really don't know because, man, Mako is such a fierce invader. And, we've seen Kraken pull out some wild stuff. And actually, we're not going to have to wait much longer because here comes the match right now.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to see that Demon Scar. Oh, no. Is that an RK Pugs?
Oh, boy.
RK Pugs from the side of, I believe, Enfer, and that's
love to see it.
With the Dragon Slayer curve sword. So Mako is going to be on that Demon Scar. It looks like Kraken is going to be utilizing that Lothric War Banner as well, and this is very interesting. So the RK Pugs can definitely pose issues as well as they're trying to keep this pressure. There's going to be the weapon art coming out, trying to 195 damage. It's going to be 312 onto Mako though, and now Mako's going to try not to take the trade, but 182 damage does fall onto the side of Enfer here as the damage comes through onto Mako. As actually Mako's able to get away, but there's that rope bomb, there's that firebomb, is actually able to land. Unids going with the claw weapons here, goes for the weapon art.
Let's go.
Hyper armor, but the spacing a little bit too wise. The knowledge check not there for them, but looks like the knowledge check is going to be there for the side of the RK Pugs here, but a nice backstab comes out as well from the side of Kraken. The Gundyr for the wake up here goes for the damage, but really good, really good support comes up from Mako there. Mako's able to throw out the Dragon Flame, or sorry, the Black Flame, and keep that pressure onto Enfer, and Enfer is forced to get away from it entirely, and oh no, the damage is now onto the side
catch there.
Yeah, and there's going to be the weapon art coming out as well from the side of Unids to try to keep that pressure onto Kraken, and Unids is going to take the damage. The Black Flame comes out as well, able to try and put pressure there as the L1 coming out from the side of the RK Pugs, doing a really good job utilizing that hyper armor, and Unids still playing a very swap-heavy game here, just swapping between different weapon arts and different weapons to try to catch them off guard, and, Mako is doing all right in health, but Kraken is very, very low here. He's one catch away, and that could be it.
There it is.
145 damage. Is that able to live? And Enfer nearly falling here, and that's going to be the last 4 damage that they needed, and that's going to be Unids. Oh, actually, he manages to live. Oh, my goodness. And
what?
Unids very, very low as well. Unids trying to find the curve sword breakdown. And there it's going to be. Oh, the trade comes through. And Unids needs to find a way to live against this curve sword here. The weapon art comes in, tries to find the damage here, but there's going to be the R1 coming out. The offhand curve sword as well now from the side of Unids to trying to mix this up and keep this pressure forward. There's going to be the curve sword from the side of Mako there. Mako with the running attack. That's going to catch 100 damage, and Unids is extremely low. He needs to find a way to play this safe here. He's going to go back to that Dragon Slayer curve sword here and try to find this pressure with the weapon art.
Yeah, they're just trying to make something work out here. I like the mix-ups with this RK Pugs going on. Unit's gonna need to try to pull something out.
Yeah, the RK Pugs is interesting. There's a lot of pseudos that can go into it. I think the idea is you hit them with the RK Pugs and you chain that into the weapon art from Unids.
Oh, there goes Unids.
Finally falling, but Mako very low, able to double roll away from that entirely. 438 damage is the backstab that Kraken's able to land onto the side. There's going to be that Gundyr swap. That's
the Gundyr wake up.
Side of Enfer here as they keep this. The Black Flame now coming out. That can be very dangerous of a chase down here. Oh, the backstab from the side of Mako for 502 damage. Phenomenal pivot comes out, and there's going to be the weapon art coming out to catch him as the side of Kraken, and that's going to be Unids on the Black Knight Great Axe now. So Unids cycling through the whole inventory, the offhand hand axe as well, trying to find an answer to take this down, but there's going to be 362 into 726 damage. Good little true combo there.
Roll away. There we go.
RK Pugs comes in for the running attack. That could be completely falling from the side of Kraken, and that's going to be it. Now Mako in the 1v2. Oh no, trying to get away. The mix-ups from Unids. That's one thing. The hand axe is very quick. The blade axe is very slow, and there's going to be the washing pole.
The washing pole for the chase down here.
Attacks, trying to set up for the weapon art there. It actually decides to go right over to the Dragon Slayer, but oh no, able to get away from it entirely. Is going to be the side of Kraken. Kraken trying to chain the Gundyr into it, able to get away from it. Is going to be the side of Enfer, and Mako taking the 1v1 against Unids and doing a great job. Forces the heal against Unids now, all the while Mako very low on health throughout this entire engagement, but he is going to eat the firebomb. He's literally 1 health here. He's got to be so careful to not get hit by that hand axe, and there it is. Goes for the pivot. The Fisher Brain does take over and unable to find it, unfortunately.
All right, here we are with Unids and Enfer. Looks like they're taking a little bit of control of the center of the field here. Gonna push Mako Kraken back. Ooh. Seem to be taking a little bit of, like you said, there's no regen here. So all these little hits, they really do add up. It doesn't look like much, but sometimes it can really be worth it here.
Yeah, and that's what we talk about, Tommy. All this damage is permanent with the exception of 1 Estus, and except for when they kill somebody. So all that chip damage is very important once you drain them of that Estus or forcing them to take that Estus, right? And they're going to be that Black Flame coming out. The Serpent coming out from the side of Mako. Really good aggression comes out from Mako to peel for the teammate, allow Kraken to get a heal off, and continue this forward. Now we're going to see the roll catch attempt coming out onto the side of Enfer here, as we do see this pressure just moving forward freely, trying to find as much as we can. The RK Pugs is going to take the trade. 75, 6-7 into 720 onto the side of Kraken here, and they got to be careful. I believe it is Mako and Kraken in the lead, but they can't get too carried away here. Really good weapon art swap coming out from the side of Unids, going into the Frayed Blade there, but does get kicked out by the spear for 200 damage as well. The Black Flame coming out from the side of Mako, really trying to keep that pressure moving forward. Does decide to take the FP flask there as well. And there's going to be that shotgun coming out again from the side of that Demon Scar. Now the bombs coming in to try to chase this one down. And Mako and Kraken realize they can just sit back and relax a little bit and just try to force them into them. And that's going to be another 48 damage. And that's going to be
and
the
that's
match.
it.
I believe that is Kraken and Mako taking that one. I'm not, and it is actually a draw entirely. So we will see a reset coming out there, as it is an even draw throughout that as well.
I actually did think Mako and Kraken were up one.
Yeah, very close match through and through. And again, we saw Unids utilizing a lot of those swaps, switching over to the Frayed Blade for the weapon art, switching over to the Washing Pole for the chase down, switching back to the Demon Slayer curved sword for the weapon art. Onto the interesting setup that I liked was the offhand hand axe and the main hand.
The Black Knight, yeah.
The Black Knight, great axe. And one of the really cool things about that is it's kind of the same idea as like Corvian Ultra, right? You can force those rolls with the Corvian to where they're going to try to predict roll it, and then you can roll catch them for a lot of damage, true combo into the great axe as well. So really good play comes out from Unids there. Very interesting. Unids is going to like me for saying this. Very unique play style coming out from him, and utilizing a lot of things that you wouldn't normally see. So we'll have to see how well this is going to play out entirely as we're back into the match. Again, this is a reset. It is an 0-0. Great bomb to interrupt the War Banner. That's a lot of damage that they're going to mix out on now entirely, as Unids back onto the hand axe, great axe here. And Enfer staying on that RK Pugs, throws out the R1. Actually, it's going to be Cell Swords from the side of Mako, or sorry, from the side of Kraken, trying to keep this punishment and keep it moving forward, as we do see Mako trying to find the roll catch there, but able to get away from it. Unids is going to go ahead and find some damage against Kraken there, goes for the Black Flame, unable to land it there, able to not quite get away from the RK Pugs. Does get roll caught. That's a lot of his health gone, so Mako does have to be careful here. The Cell Swords coming out really good counter aggression coming out from Mako, or sorry, not Mako, from Kraken, to allow the teammate to get the healing off, and that's going to be Enfer forced to tip back and take a heal as well, as they continue this pressure moving forward.
Yeah, it's going to be really dangerous with these Cell Swords not to overcommit into these pugs. But, picking and finding these really good opportunities here, managing to do quite a significant amount of damage
the
on here.
Gungear completely broken. The guard of Unids, 686 damage, does manage to come out for that 341 from the side. The Black Flame for the wake up there on the Serpent, unable to find that. Unids is able to get away, rolls out the RK Pugs, but the counter aggression is there from Unids, and that's going to be, the Corvian nice pressure as well. Unids does finally fall, but not before so much damage has gone onto Kraken and Mako here. Kraken and Mako really need to find a way to get this kill and secure it. The roll catch is going to be there from Mako for 112 damage, and that is going to be them moving forward as well. So that's going to be a 2-0 lead for the side of Mako and the side of Kraken. And Unids is right there to take the engagement, but not before a lot of combos are coming through there. And he goes for that weapon art again. Is going to manage to knock Mako down. The RK Pugs for the wake up here, unable to land that. But oh my goodness, Kraken having a very hard time against this curve sword. Entirely unpunished from the side of Unids. And that's going to be Unids taking that one for his team. They're going to be back up to a 1-2 now. The Black Flame's going to come in for 522 damage. Combo off the R1. Mako needs to survive. He is in full survival mode here, as we do see the one-handed curve sword is going to find it, goes for the parry and able to land that. As we're going to see Mako coming in for the spacing, but outspaced entirely from the side of Unids. Unids really showing how to utilize the one-handed curve sword here, a very underused setup that not a lot of players actually do opt for, and doing a really good job of finding those whip punishes with it.
Oh yeah, seriously impressive spacing and seriously impressive use of the weapon art too, managing to actually blast them on their butts and create a little bit of space for a second in a clutch moment where I think without it would have been real trouble.
Yeah, and there's going to be the weapon art again coming out from the side of Unids. There's a really good job actually peeling for those RK Pugs. Good running attack, trying to find the pressure. Great spacing from Kraken. 592 damage. Goes for the roll catch and able to find the chase down there. And now Mako's just trying to get away here as the offhand Corvian tries to keep the pressure up, but he forgets that Kraken actually exists and finds 372 damage onto Unids there. 670 at 153.
Unids is going to be taken out by the shotgun
as well. So again, we're going to see a pretty good lead for the side of Mako and Kraken here. They need to go ahead and secure this one outright. They don't want to have another draw. They want to finally get the lead in this match here to find the pressures. The L1 coming out from the straight swords there, trying to keep the pressure moving forward here. The turn and burn off the curve sword is right there from the side of Mako. We are going to see the weapon art coming out now from the side of Unids. Good free aim to try to keep it up. Cancels it out. Goes behind. Pulls out the now back. That was no way that was a soft swap with the Unids. We do see the great axe coming out again. 398 damage on the roll catch there. Goes for the fully charged R2 in the turnaround. That's going to leave him vulnerable. Unable to find the backstab though is going to be the side of Kraken here. And again, 156 damage now, falling out as well as the fully charged R2 now, trying to find the damage here. Going for it again, the backstab is the side of Kraken, unable to land that. The hand axe, good roll comes out from Kraken there. Mako decides to try to counter.
Wow.
All of his health completely gone as he tries to counter that. So now it's Kraken up to him to not fall here. He needs to stay alive. He needs to keep the lead going forward, and he's going to get roll caught by the weapon art. And now we're going to see the gun gear swap coming out as well. That's going to catch him. That's going to be Kraken nearly falling there, very low. But oh, we're going to see the pressure coming.
Nice. There we go.
From there as well. And there's the dagger. He's going to find the heal though. Oh my goodness, the 50 the dagger just a little bit too late here. And that's a great job from Kraken to stay alive there and find this pressure. The great spear's going to come in. Sorry, the great sword's coming in, trying to find the pressures. The RK Pugs does put it away now and just tries to go back. There's a really good roll catch onto the side of Unids there. 260 damage, 134 now onto the side of Enfer here. As we do see, there's a really good turn in for the cell swords. This is the side of Kraken. Now Kraken and Unids, Kraken and Mako playing this much cleaner. They're starting to play with their team again. Really good trade there was in there, and that's actually going to be Kraken falling.
So wow.
If I'm
kill
going
out
with me, and he is going to find that, but I don't know if they're at the area yet where they can afford to trade kills, and that's going to be Unids and Enfer unable to really, have that big of a huge mix-up off the RK Pugs, proving to be unrollable. Does manage to find the L1 and the combo against Mako. Mako not looking too good here, and there's going to be the Corbian chase down. The pressure comes through. Oh my goodness! Keeps the pressure on to him, and now he's trying to get away, but not before he falls, and that's not also going to be before Unids takes a lot of damage from the cell swords from the side of Kraken. So Mako gets mixed up by the RK Pugs, nearly success all of his health there. Sacrifices all of his health there and just isn't able to keep it, but that could also be another draw. That was very, very close near the end there, but I do think Mako and Kraken did finally catch that one. They did. They're going to be up 1-0 in this set.
Yeah, that was a serious match. They were just trading kills back and forth, just going at each other. And but I think Mako and Kraken just had that little early lead, and they just maintained it perfectly. Even though Unids and Enfer just really doing great out here.
Yeah, they played that very, very well. I have to say, I was really, really happy to see the different types of play styles that we saw coming out. The RK Pugs is a very interesting choice to come out from the side of Enfer. And again, you talk about those 2v2s, the ability to kind of combo people with hit stun and stuff. You can see like things like Split Leaf being useful, things like Frayed Blade being useful, things like RK Pugs and Altars being useful. And, really Unids does a really good job of teaming off of that as well with like the Black Knight Great Axe. I really liked the combo he took near the end. He was certainly going to die, and he decides to just take the trade and kill Kraken in the process. So really good awareness from these players. It was just that 1 or 2 extra kills that Kraken and Mako were able to pull out. So we'll have to see if they're going to stick on it. We're getting back into the arena now. We are going to see our contestants in entirely. Again, the RK Pugs, the same setups that we're going to see coming out here as
the bombs coming out. All right, now off the bat, we got Unids Enfer trying to maintain the center of the field here. The shotgun's coming out. Bombs coming out. We're just real careful approach here. Unids starting off the bat with the Black Knight set up. They're coming in with the curved sword.
Yeah, exactly. We are going to see this RK Pugs trying to find a way to aggress the Black Flame Serpent from the side of Mako, able to keep that out, throws the R1 out, trying to find it. There's the dead angle on the RK Pugs, tries to swip it back around onto Kraken there, but unable to. Really good counter aggression comes out when you allow, the Black Flame trade, 341 damage. When you allow Mako to sit back and cast, it's going to be a problem for you, as Unids trying to find a nice cheeky little turn and burn there, but does actually just decide to team up with his friend there, as we do see the RK Pugs, and it is going to catch Mako. So Mako not having a good time against the RK Pugs. That's 2 or 3 times now he's had a really bad trades into it, and he's going to try to find the roll catch again. Good dead angle onto Kraken to keep that damage. Mako is going to be able to get away and get the heal. Unids right there with the chase down, the offhand hand axe trying to find the damage there, goes right back to the Black Knight Great Axe now and tries to keep this pressure forward. There's going to be this free cast, actually punishes it out, 180 damage, just the firebomb onto Mako there. Mako is going to find the FP flash though and stick on the Demon Scar here, tries to find the damage forward, the L1 coming through, unable to land that.
Nice.
The pressure moving forward. Mako very, very low here as Unids is going for the chase down here and able to find it, but the trade comes through, and that's not going to be in favor of Mako. He takes the trade again. I'm just unable to, and that's the thing is, when you're on a little bit of latency, that curved sword, it will trade with everything, but it's not going to get that full priority that you would see on lower lat. And it's a really good, knowledge check from Unids to just say, okay, I can take the trade, I have the health, and secure the win. And we very well could see a nice early lead for Kraken, for Unids and Enfer here, and let's see how well they're able to maintain that.
Yeah, if they could just maintain what they've got going right now, it seems like they're finding a way to make things work. And They don't seem to be letting Kraken back off. Oh, and there goes
And there's
Kraken.
Kraken falling again to that Black Knight Great Axe. So really good mix-ups coming out from Unids here, able to keep the pressure onto Mako and Kraken. And Mako trying to just sit back and live here as Kraken is coming in. So we'll see how well they do. The bombs coming out now from the side of Enfer, trying to keep that pressure forward. And we're going to see them now on the Cell Swords back at it from the side of Kraken.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a little more focus on Kraken ever since the start, where, you know, Kraken seems to be peeling away and just constantly blasting them. Oh, coming in hard with the Cell Swords.
Yeah, really good counter aggression comes out from Kraken there, and there's 29 more damage into 311 onto the side of Enfer here as he's going to throw out the arcade pugs, trying to get spaced out though, able to roll it out entirely for 154 damage. Is going to come out though from the side of those Cell Swords.
Oh, that's actually almost it for Enfer here on the real back foot, trying to look to Unids for some protection here. Gonna come in hard with the hand axe, and these Cell Swords looking ever so dangerous. Just trying not to commit. Enfer doesn't want to do anything that's gonna get him stuck here in one of these shotgun
great
blasts.
trade comes out from Unids there, and we're starting to see Kraken and Mako just kind of fall apart here into this setup that, you know, Unids and Enfer doing a really good job of just taking the fight smart, not jumping around too much, just deciding when they're going to take their engagements, and it's working out. And I don't know if the Cell Swords is really the play here when you're going to run into the Black Knight Great Axe, but he does find a kill onto Enfer there. Unids now on the run. That is the first kill on the board for the side of Mako and Kraken here as they try to keep this pressure moving forward. We're going to see the weapon art coming out from the side of Unids, goes for the backstab.
Nice.
Kraken able to land that 180 damage there, as well as he does find the Cell Swords for 246 into 461. Great combo comes out. Now we're starting to see Mako and Kraken come to life again. But there's going to be Unids taking the trade. 653 damage is going to be pressured out from the side of Mako now, and does decide to take the trade again, but Mako is going to find the poise break there. It's very important. He finds that Unids falling very, very low here. Needs to try to find a way to live. The running attack onto the side of Enfer breaks the poise of the arcade pugs, and that's going to be a little bit of damage on the Enfer. If they're able to click this 2-0 up, that could very well put them back to even here as they are starting to wake up and come back to this fight here. A little bit of chip damage now coming out from the side of Mako. Trying to just live now is going to be the side of Enfer and Unids, and not going for the engagement, which I think is the smart play, but that spoke too soon as Unids does find the pressure with that weapon art to keep Mako back and allow his teammate to live here. There's that chip damage, 39 more damage onto the side of Enfer here. Enfer is so incredibly low, trying not to fall here as we do see the weapon art coming out there. Going for the roll catch is going to be the side of Mako here, or sorry, Kraken. Kraken trying to find as much damage as he can on the Cell Swords. If he's able to land even one of them, and that's going to be Unids falling.
There goes Unids.
Seconds remaining. They're getting a lot closer to making this an even match here as we do see trying for the running attack, unable to land that, as we do see these pellets coming in, 111 damage, trying to find the pressure there as well. A little bit more damage comes out. There's the roll catch for 97. Do they keep the pressure on the Unids? Unids now deciding to run in. It could be a 3-3 set here. This could be a draw, and it actually looks like Unids is going to take the pressure onto the side, and we're going to see him trying to find that here as he keeps it moving forward here. The weapon art coming out. My apologies, not the weapon. The Wrath of God's coming out to protect the spawn of Enfer, and Unids now trying to find this pressure moving forward. 389 damage though falling onto him, and that is the match right there. This could very well be a draw.
I think that might be. Yep, there it is.
That is going to be the second draw between these contestants here as Mako and Kraken against by Unids and Enfer. Mako and Kraken just simply need one more win, and they're not giving it to them.
Wow, Unids and Enfer just looked like they had such a good thing going in the start of that. So much confidence. I did not expect Mako and Kraken to just equalize it so hard in the end with like a single burst of momentum, you know?
Absolutely, and they did a really, really good job of keeping that pressure moving forward. Was going to be the side of Enfer and Unids there. And Kraken and Mako, I will say, they were down 3-0, and they were able to pull it back to a draw. So they did kind of wake up near the middle and end of that match there and start to pull it back. And that was when Unids and Enfer really started to struggle. And now it's going to be a matter of, are they going to be able to keep that momentum moving forward? Because Unids and Enfer have been very clean throughout the whole match. They haven't very swayed much in their play styles and in their abilities. And we have seen it go back and forth with Mako and Kraken a little bit. So I think that's kind of the wild card here is Mako and Kraken going to show up and really play their hardest here? Or are they going to get a little, a little lazy in how they're playing and allow, those mix-ups and things to land from the side of Unids and Enfer?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is just such a super close match. And it's not even in rounds, like between rounds, even the first and the second round just looks so different. So I
Yeah,
have no idea
absolutely.
what to
It's
expect.
really going back and forth with them. Again, it's the very even matchups here, and Mako and Kraken do play a lot together, but I know Unids and Enfer also do. So you have those little bit of dynamics, but we do finally have, it looks like all 4 of our contestants
Here
are
we
in the
go.
arena and ready to go here as the bombs are being thrown, traded out back and forth here, as we do see the RK Pugs trying to find the pressure here with, again, they're going to see that turtle coming out from Unids, or rather the Dragon's curve sword, as well as the running attack off the cell swords there to keep the pressure onto the RK Pugs. Those the roll attack out, but great spacing comes out from
Nice.
Unids. And not before Unids is there to keep the pressure, though, onto the side of Kraken. So Kraken able to keep some pressure and get good spacing comes out, but we do see the RK Pugs just continuing the pressure forward, and Unids right there to keep it out, and that's going to force a heal now to come out from the side of Kraken.
We're looking real good here. I mean, lots of careful play. It's wow, that cell sword's just really tearing Enfer up here, and then falling right into the curve sword. Unlucky. All right, the black flames coming out, and they're just looking like they want to sneak in somehow, but they're trying to deal with all these. Oh, and there goes Enfer. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Enfer
not
lives.
quite. 121 damage, and there it is.
There
Finally,
goes
the last
Enfer.
22 they need, and I believe that is the first kill that we have seen on the board here. And now we'll see if they're able to keep that pressure moving forward. The black flame coming out, the spear now from the side of Kraken, really trying to chase down Unids here. Unids does have a lot of experience running away from tanks, though, and he is going to be very low. He is going to be able to get the heal, though. Great swap comes out from the side of Enfer to enable that.
Yeah, brutally getting outspaced there by that black flame, trying to come in with this storm curve sword. I really like the ideas with the
oh my goodness, and it's right there.
Combo.
Those cell swords are able to combo into it. That's going to be Unids falling, and this is looking really good for Kraken and Mako if they're able to keep this pressure moving forward here. 78 more damage. The roll catch attempt coming out from Mako, but the R1 spam there from Enfer able to keep him back and off of his side right there. 131 damage is going to be managing to fall through as well onto the side of Unids here as they keep this going forward. The run attack, 168 damage. The R1 spam from behind that is going to be 2 bits of damage onto the side of Kraken here, as we do see, Mako really just trying to keep that pressure back. The black flame coming out on the Serpent, try to keep that pressure open as much as possible. The R1's now coming out from the side, or the L1 rather, and there's going to be 455 damage, but the trade comes through on the weapon art from the side of Enfer there, and there's going to be this big damage onto Unids, and Unids goes for the backstab off that gun here, does get hit out for 168 damage. Mako very low here, but we do see Kraken doing a good job of enabling him to live and heal a little bit. Actually, not heal. He is completely out of it. It's just going to take a little bit of chip damage as well onto the side of Unids from that shotgun there from this Demon Scar. As they continue this pressure, there's a little bit of a neutral coming through. The running attack is going to land on the side of Mako, and there's going to be the full weapon up. But that's going to be punished out, and that's actually going to be finding the kill. And Mako needs to live here. I believe he will get a heal if he's able to get away far enough now, because they did get a kill, and he's jinxed it a little bit too soon there. Is not able to land it, and there it's going to be Mako getting that precious Estus back, getting some health, getting the FP back as well. And now we're seeing a pretty good lead from the side of Mako and Kraken here, as we do see that poke R1 coming out on the Ring Knight sword as well from the side of Enfer. The R1 coming out from Mako to Kraken that out for 140 damage, 175 into 350. The roll catch is nearly there, as the Vortex is immediate from the side of Kraken, and that's going to be Unids also getting so low into the running attack from the side of the cell swords here, trying to find the damage as much as possible. Good spacing coming out from Kraken, the Gundyr into the Moon Ignite Swept, but that's actually going to be the backstab onto the side of Kraken. Kraken very low here, and now we're going to see a Gundyr coming through, and that's going to be Unids falling. Goes for the wake up, and Mako's right there with the peel. So Mako doing a great job peeling. It looks like Mako and Kraken are playing completely different here. Kraken's actually allowing Mako to get a lot of different chip damage in with his positioning, and also you're looking at Mako, a very good curve sword player, able to utilize that Demon Scar and get that pressure moving forward. And there's going to be the Black Flame combo into 570 to 719, the fully charged R2. I don't think that's the play, goes for the backstab, but the black flame is actually there, and then we're going to see a really good roll comes out from the side there as more chip damage comes in, trying to find the roll attack, and that's going to be Unids falling. 167 damage, but Kraken also falls too, but it might all be nil for null here. Now we're going to have to see how well Enfer is able to find the pressure against the Demon Scar here. Goes for the weapon art again. Mako is going to be forced to eat that very low in terms of damage, but finds the pressure moving forward there. Goes for the backswing, does land at 175 damage. The poke comes through. That's going to be a huge engagement there. Team fight comes on, a little bit of brawl. Somehow both players manage to get away and survive. A good turnaround from the side. That's going to be a burger flip. Oh no! The Unids completely burger flips. Kraken entirely here decides to run in for it, but there's going to be the pressure from that Black Knight Great Axe, and that might be the first time I've seen that land in a 2v2, Tommy.
Oh yeah, I don't think I ever have. Yeah, Unids just going for a lot of actually both of them, a lot of big commits, and sometimes getting punished pretty hard here. Mako and Kraken it's such a cozy lead. And for looking real low.
That is actually going to be Mako falling, and then the wake up on the Kraken. So This could very well switch back to a draw now as they're starting, Mako and Kraken play so well. They get so aggressive and then they start to fall. So we'll have to see how this chase down is going to be now. Looks like they are going to allow both of them to get in. The turn is going to come through there from the side of Mako as well. The running attack from the side of Unids trying to find that. There's going to be that full charge R2 again, but that's going to cause them to eat 527 damage. And there's going to be the roll catch as well on the side of Unids. Nearly finding it. There's going to be Mako able to zone him out and find the kill. And now it's going to be if they can keep that pressure onto them. And that's going to be match over. I do think Mako and Kraken do finally clean this one up and take the victory. And there it is. So very good play from them entirely. That is going to be them moving on to fight against Value and RedLight in our next round. So that was such a good match, Tommy. Oh my goodness, wow. That was 2 separate draws and then 2 separate wins. So really well played. I haven't seen Unids really in too many tournaments at all. I have seen Enfer a little bit. Enfer is a player that has improved a lot over the course of his time in Dark Souls 3. And, I was really, really happy to see Unids actually jump into a tournament as well. They definitely played well with one another. It was just, Mako and Kraken a little bit too clean.
Oh, yeah. Mako and Kraken, I was trying to figure out exactly what they changed when they started just... they start bulldozing out of nowhere, and I was just noticing, like, the fundamentals just got on point in this one section. Mm-hmm. Like, they were just, the spacing was perfect. They were picking the best opportunities to commit, and, Unids and Enfer were just getting countered in, tiny ways, and then it all just adds up. So they did do a great effort in the end to come back, though.
Absolutely. Really good play came out there from Mako and Kraken. I mean, very clean fundamental through. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is going to be Value, RedLight, Mako, Kraken. This should be very interesting to say the least. We have the Dragon Head Shield from the side of RedLight. We're going to have that phenomenal sword and board play from the side of Value. We're going to have Mako, probably one of the better Demon Scars we've seen all day, going up with Kraken, who has been a menace on the Sellsword. So this should be a very interesting matchup, to say the least.
Yeah, I think this match, at least for Value and RedLight's team, gonna really depend on how well RedLight can support Value's, can facilitate Value's great sword and board play. Mm-hmm. And Mako and Kraken. I mean, I'm really interested to see if they stick with what's been working so far, especially knowing what they're up against here with Value and RedLight.
Yeah, we saw Value and RedLight versus Willow and Briar. Value and RedLight had really, really good synergy throughout that match, Tommy. They had a lot of really good roll catches from the side of RedLight that was able to allow Value to aggress with that sword and board. And Value being able to freely aggress is a problem. Again, it's just such a strong sword and board play style. And, that Dragon Head Shield did a really good job of keeping that. Now, are the Cell Swords going to be enough? Are are you going to be able to get that bit of damage from... from that not the Cell Sword, sorry, I'm having a small brain moment there, but you're gonna be able to get that damage from the side of the Demon Scar on Mako there. That's really what it's gonna boil down to. Are those shotguns gonna be worth it? Are those fireballs gonna be worth it? Are you gonna still be able to get that damage in? And that's what it's gonna boil down to. You're gonna see Black Knight Shield coming out from Value is probably not gonna take very much chip damage at all from that fire damage, right? And that's really gonna see those little bits of play coming through there. It's gonna be very interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was definitely, we're getting into spicy territory here, where the matches from here on are pretty much going to be pretty ridiculous.
No, absolutely. And it looks like we're working on getting them into the contestants in right now. All combatants are present, moving into the arena. This will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Value and RedLight versus Mako and Kraken. Again, we're going to go ahead and see that sword and board play from the side of Value and RedLight, and we're going to see that Demon Scar Cell Swords from the side of Kraken and RedLight. So immediately Value trying to zone out Mako here, trying to find the pressure, able to find the R1 there to catch him. It goes for the backswing, but they're going to see the Cell Swords there to keep the pressure on, and RedLight really trying to allow as much pressure as he can for that. And we aren't going to see the Demon Scar, so very interesting. Oh my goodness, the Cell Swords are right there to punish out RedLight rather, and RedLight gets caught again. So RedLight not having a good time against the Cell Swords right now. He needs to pull that together. And Value is able to get him some range though to get that heal off and keep that pressure forward. And now we're going to see the Dragon Head Shield. So very interesting. I suspect we see the Black Knight Shield coming out from the side of RedLight specifically because of what he is fighting. And that's going to be Mako getting caught there as well. Value trying to go for the pressure, but the R1's there coming out from the side of RedLight onto Kraken there. Mako decides to take the 1v1 against RedLight, and it's going to fall him 207 damage onto him now. And we do see these little bit of damage coming through. Again, that's 18 chip damage against that Black Knight Shield. So it is chip damage. It's something, but Not
Oh,
the
wow.
414 damage that we see Value able to catch up Mako here in the mix up there, as well as we do see that Dragon Head shield trying to keep that pressure forward, and Kraken up against the back wall here trying to find the pressure. Good spacing comes out. Actually, nope, is going to end up getting caught by that Black Flame as well, as he's trying to find a way in. It actually just runs right past the side of Kraken, and that's going to be RedLight trying to take the pressure onto Mako here, and Mako does go for the pressure and tries to counter it out, but it's not going to work. The Sellsword's right behind Value. Value forced to back up here. RedLight is going to go ahead and try to finish everything up on the side of Kraken here, as RedLight is going to go for the Dragon Head shield. It's not going to work out. That's going to be RedLight falling.
That's going to be it for RedLight.
Kraken, and that's going to be Mako very low here, able to find it and almost getting the damage onto the side of Value here. He's going to go through trying to find that chip damage. Value forced to back up and roll. He is going to get the heal out though, and that's going to be Kraken now forced to back up as well. And Mako rather, and Kraken's trying to come in with these Sellswords, looking to find a quick little run attack, but not before RedLight's there with that Dragon Head shield trying to keep them back. They're going to see the Black Flame come out. That's going to be Mako falling, and that's going to be a 2-1 lead for the side of RedLight and Value. So they're able to get the lead here. Now are they able to chase down the Sellswords? One quick turn and burn combo would be enough. Value seeing that, throwing out the R1 to prevent it from happening, and now trying to find the backswing onto him. Is able to get away from it entirely though. Is going to be the side of Kraken. Mako is going to throw out that Black Flame there. RedLight forced to roll that and get on the back here. We do see the scatter coming through from the side of the Demon Scar here, trying to keep this pressure forward. Value is going to go ahead and pop that Blossom. They're going to give him the room to do that. RedLight trying to take the trade against Mako here, is able to find it. That's going to be 2 R1s into the third, fourth chain into the side of Mako. Very good play there, but not before Value able to get a full combo from the side of the Sellswords. Value health not looking so good here, as Mako's going to throw out that Black Flame Serpent and try to get some damage forward. The trade's going to come through though. Oh my goodness, the flame there is very good from the side of RedLight. It's going to allow Value to just get those R1s in. The Gundyr spam's going to come through. RedLight forced to roll though, as again the stamina on Dragon Head shield is just not that great, able to take a block, and that's going to be Value following, and that's going to be an even match now set up between these two.
Oh my gosh, this is actually a wild back and forth. I mean, this is just vicious. Oh,
is RedLight going to be able to survive is the question.
Here.
He is able to find a little bit of damage there. Value right there with the R1s to keep them alive and keep them on their back. RedLight at about half health here right now. They need to find this damage as RedLight goes for the R1 there. The Sellsword is going to come in and countered out by the side of Value here. Value able to find the pressure against the Dragon Head shield from the side of Mako, as well as RedLight is able to keep that pressure up too. So it's going to force this interesting little 2v2 coming out here as a true try to find the R1s here, going in for the Dragon Head shield coming out. The fire is being spaced out from the side of Kraken. Kraken trying to find the pressure against Value. Value able to space it out without a problem. The backswing comes out as the roll catch rather. RedLight very low though. He's going to need to get back, and so is Kraken. There's going to be the roll catch nearly landing on the side of Kraken though, as they are trying to get away here, and they're just going to force it back up. So RedLight very low, but so is both Kraken and Mako. They could find an interesting engagement here. That's going to be Mako falling to the lightning urn, and there's going to be the bomb coming through. Oh, RedLight's going to give his life though, and now let's see if Value's able to find the kill on the straight sword here. It goes for the R, unable to find the backswing. Mako is on his way in. RedLight nowhere to be found yet, as the R1's going to come through for Value, and that's going to be it. Mako now trying to find the pressure forward, as Value's just going to take the trade outright. 414 damage on the R1 there, 175 from the side of RedLight, and now Mako is forced to take the heal. Is he going to be able to get out? And he is.
Wow, Value is just doing such good work here, and just like I said, RedLight doing everything to facilitate this, you know, just blowing these openings wide open so Value can chew right in.
Exactly. We do see Mako now trying to reset to a neutral here. The R1 turn and burn comes out against Value here. Good spacing. Oh my, very good spacing for Value, but that's not going to be enough for the Black Flame. He's going to get caught. Great mix-up comes out from the side of Mako to be able to just read that, throw the Black Flame out, combo it into an R1. The Gundyr swap now coming out from the side that is going to catch Value as well, and now we're going to see the Black Flame Serpent trying to get this out. 30 seconds remaining. They cannot afford a loss here. They need to keep this lead that they have, as they're going to try to chase Value here, and Value's able to get away. The Black Flame's going to come in. Or sorry, the Dragon Head shield rather is going to go for the backswing. Is it from the side of RedLight?
Wow.
Oh my goodness, Kraken just really wanted an L1. He said, "Mom, it's my turn." And oh my goodness, Value is going to fall though to the Black Flame. The Black Flame is going to guard break and find a repost there, and that's going to be Mako taking a little bit of damage from the side of RedLight. The R1's there, very good, clean play from RedLight, and now Mako very low, forced to heal. Is that a draw or is that RedLight and Value?
I really don't know.
It is going to be RedLight and Value coming through right on top. Very close match. They're going to be up 1-0 in this round.
My head is spinning for that match. That was some wild play. but my gosh, I mean, the amount of damage that those straight swords were doing, and just the spacing was so good. I don't know. That was just well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good play came out there. Again, we talk about that Dragon Head shield able to set up for Value's aggression on that sword and board, and they do a really good job of that. However, Kraken and Mako did a really good job of not allowing Value to freely aggress, right? He walks in, he gets hit with the Black Flame. Really good mix-ups came out from Mako there. to kind of feint that he was going to R1 again. Value goes to the R1 to space it out and punish, gets hit with the Black Flame as well. So really good utilization of that. That's one thing. Black Flame doesn't do a lot of chip damage or anything like that. However, one thing that it does have is insane stamina damage. So we are going to see RedLight right back on that Dragon Head Shield, Mako on the same setups. We're going to see respectively Kraken staying on the on the Cell Sword. So very interesting choice there, not opting for something a little bit different. It's going to force him nearly getting caught by the R2 from the side of RedLight, as we do see the Scatter now coming out from the side of Mako, just trying to keep this pressure back. Good lightning earn from Value or RedLight there. The Black Flame comes in. Oh, Value's right there. Does he find the roll catch? He doesn't. Mako able to get away, able to walk right through the flame of the Dragon Head Shield as well, and reset to a neutral here.
Oh, and here we go. This Dragon Head Shield, I'm telling you, it's just really doing good work. But the Cell Sword's almost peeking right through, and these Serpents coming through.
Yeah, trying to find as much pressure forward as they can. It is going to be Value now holding the fort for RedLight to try to find that little bit of pressure with the Dragon Head. Value and RedLight up against the wall here. It's not looking so great for them. The Cell Swords are going to get countered out there. 412 damage from the side of Value, and he is going to go ahead and take the trade. That's going to be Value forcing Kraken to fall there, and they're going to take a little bit of a lead. So Mako now on the back foot is going to get blocked out, though, from the side of Value. So that Black Knight Shield putting in work against the against the Demon Scar here, and not able to find too much pressure, though, as he's going to throw the Black Flame out, hoping that RedLight decides to come in for the trade. RedLight very wise, able to get away from that, and now it's going to be Value RedLight up against the back wall here and able to retake the center of the map.
You know, I'm noticing when it comes down to these where they try to return some aggression on these 1v2s, this Dragon Head Shield just makes it impossible for them to even get in there for anything. You know, they're just sticking together and using this strategy so effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. They're doing a really good job of just really forcing them to come in and walk right into that Dragon Head Shield. So RedLight trying to find as much pressure as he can with that is going to actually get back, get a Blossom up, get some of that regeneration for his stamina, and that's going to be Mako falling to the side of Value. So Value two-heading the Godhard is able to get the roll attack onto Kraken there as well, and now they're going to be able to find this chase down. So can Kraken live or not is going to be the question here as they go for it. They were to find the backswing, 206 damage. Oh, Value is going to get guard broken. That's 700 damage off of the repost of the Demon Scar. Not before RedLight takes a full L1, L1 from the Cell Swords here, and that's going to be Mako actually has the health advantage, but just not able to space out Value very well here, and he is going to get punished out. Value is going to be out on the back foot as Kraken decides, hey, let's kill the guy that's low. Value throwing out the R1 and able to land that here. It is going to take a little bit of chip damage from those Cell Swords. The roll poise comes through, but that's going to allow him to get a heal, immediately get back to RedLight and reset to a neutral.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, that having that awareness to let me break off with this one.
Oh, the backstab from Mako! Oh my goodness! He's going to get a nice pivot onto Value. Value doesn't even see it coming, and he is going to find two R1s onto Kraken, though, and that's going to be Kraken falling very low, but so is Value. So this is very important that they don't get hit too much here. Oh no, and that's going to be Kraken getting hit by the straight sword as well, and that could be Value getting a heal here as well. But oh no, Value takes the trade against the Demon Scar, and he is going to go ahead and decide, you know what, I'm going to heal up now and try to find this pressure moving forward.
Wow, this is the tense one. Are we actually, are we up by one here?
I believe they're up by 2, actually. We do see the Demon Scar coming in, trying to find the pressure. The backswing there from the side of Value. Very good counter aggression comes through, and rolling out the Demon Scar without a problem is going to be the side of Value. Does take a little bit of damage throughout the process, though, as we do see the Serpent Flame coming out now from the side of Mako, really trying to zone it out. We do see that shotgun coming out now from the Demon Scar, is trying to find the pressure forward, keeping it moving up here. The R1's coming out there, trying to cover his teammate. Very good situational awareness from the side of Value there. Good counter aggression from RedLight, 206 damage, and now Value's right there in the face. Kraken trying to find a way in. Mako trying to find a way in as well, as they're just sitting back, teamed up together so well. Good spacing comes out from Mako, though, and he's able to get away from that straight sword vortex. 412 damage is going to fall, though, onto the side of Kraken there, as Kraken's trying to find a good Black Flame comes out from the side of Mako. Mako really wants to finish this one outright and get the kill here, but he's on the back foot. That is going to take the trade into Value, and he's going to find good lightning earn from RedLight. Value is on the back foot there, and there's another great lightning earn. Mako not looking good. He's very low. Value's going to get a heal and find the money to attack and immediately turn it over to the Cell Swords there as well. So very good awareness again comes out from Value there to find that damage, to get the kill and immediately flip it back over to the side of Kraken. There's going to be the R1, the backswing, 412 damage, trying to find it moving forward. You see Value's spacing here. Immediately runs up against the wall, goes for the R2. There's going to be the Mako with the R1 off of that Demon Scar. Good spacing comes out, but actually it is still going to get punished now for 414 damage, not before doing nearly the same to Value here. Value really trying not to give up this life here as the running attack's going to come through. Value, Red Light both so low. If they both fall here, it could be very, very bad. Trying to find the R1 here. Red Light is going to be forced to roll out that, and Kraken just cannot find a way to aggress Value here. You guys go to the running attack. Goes with the R1. That's actually going to be Red Light falling, though. Value not looking good now in a 2v1 situation. Really needs to live. Oh, that running attack is going to land, though. Goes for it, but there's match over. And I think that's it. I think that's Value and Red Light cleaning this one, and it is Value and Red Light moving their way into the semifinals. They will get to fight either Omi and Futz or Grim and Smoke.
Wow. Yeah, that was quite a match. I mean, honestly, they looked a little more comfortable in that second one than the first one, but towards the end at least.
Yeah, they did really, really well there through and through. Mako and Kraken did start to look a little more comfortable in the matchup as well, but it just was a little bit too late, right? I mean, they had those few little mistakes, and it unfortunately just wasn't enough for them to pull things back.